expressing her dissatisfaction about the general elections results. Though the IEC is still busy counting votes, Umkhonto weSizwe Party is doing very well in KwaZulu-Natal, leading with 43%. In Mpumalanga province, has secured second position at 17%. In Gauteng, it's on the fourth position. Even nationally, it has taken South Africa by storms. It's on the third position with 12%. The former public protector took it to her ex-app and wrote, "Hard choices for President Ramaphosa. I hope the choice is not to bring back state captures with zero respect for the rule of law. The country cannot afford it. Our structured rule of law-based transformation agenda cannot afford state capture too and related impunity. Hashtag set democracy at 30. In another tweet, she tweeted, "In a 4 scenarios presentation I did a few weeks ago, the scenario where a party initiated and controlled by those implicated in state capture and who have shown zero respect for the rule of law was presented as South Africa's worst case scenario. That scenario is not about people's welfare, it's an illusion presented to the people through massive disinformation. Hashtag sad democracy at 30. Hashtag elections results 2024. She also wrote, "I forgot to warn that not that cat throwing is allowed on this space either. You throw the one to try and distract or divert attention. You are sure to be blocked. Hashtag SA democracy at 30. In another tweet, she said, "It's a devil alternatives case. I recently did 4 scenarios in Namibia. A scenario where Umkhonto weSizwe Party is part of the equation, brings back state capture by 2 families, plus complete disregard for the rule of law. That is by far the worst case scenario. You cannot run a functional democracy where those at the top are not guilty of mistakes but of complete disregard for the rule of law. Hashtag set democracy at 30. In another tweet, she said, "State capture means being part of a shadow government that hijacked and controlled people and processes in government. There were only 2 families behind and in charge of that project." She also tweeted, "Sadly, when they are lied to, they cannot." Most of the people, though, didn't agree with her and told her to get off because South Africa is in this mess because of her. One responded to her tweets and said, "You are one of the people who made us to queue for more than 8 hours to vote for Msholozi. You, Zondo, and Ramaphosa hate Msholozi for no reason, but we are watching. You and your fellow haters will pay for your sins one way or another." One said, "You misled us about the state capture." Another one wrote, "The narrative of state capture cannot apply selectively to some and not others. He must introspect as he is also tainted. We expect people of your standing to be honest and stop misleading him. Our people live in poverty and all he talked about was state capture and COVID, but zero service delivery." Someone also stated that she shouldn't be a dictator because people have exercised their rights and voted whoever they wanted to vote, and said, "People voted Prof. They exercised their democratic right. That's what matters the most." Another one said, "We are in this mess as a country because of you, Wena nobubi." But others agreed with her, and one said, "Fully agree, Zuma and Malema must never be allowed near public purse." Another one said, "He must resign with immediate effect as ANC president. Parliament will vote for new South African president next month." Another one said, "You are drunk when a professor. You are already tracking for another paycheck. Seeing Msholozi back in the game, you were quiet when 500 billion was looted. Marikana miners were killed. Palapala dollars and more. Why now, mere concerned citizen?" Another one said, "We really don't care what you do with your sponsors. We know you very well and you can't fool us. We are in this mess as a country because of you and your sponsor." Another one said, "Ninyil, your propaganda did not work. People have decided." Another one said, Thuli, you like to portray Ramaphosa as a saint. He's not. Someone also said, but he's the biggest criminal J advocate. You guys speak as if you don't live in South Africa. One also said, there was no state capture under Zuma. That's nonsense. You have been feeding people. One also said, what is state capture exactly? Which pillars of the state were not able to function because of Jacob Zuma and the Guptas? CR17 is selling SOEs for the benefit of white people because there are no black people with that kind of money unless they are fronting for white people.
To be clapped here for they're not worried about Jacob Zuma.
What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.